Before we embark on this journey, let us delve into the meaning behind the word demon. After all, demons, angels, or gods are merely words that conjure different mental images within each of us. We can approach these words from various perspectives: religious, spiritual, cultural, or metaphorical. In many ways, the metaphorical perspective is the most profound, as it allows us to explore the depths of our minds from multiple angles. Ultimately, it matters little whether you identify as religious, spiritual, or scientific. What truly matters is the mental imagery and emotions these words evoke as you search for the hidden truths behind them. Metaphors can be linked to the timeless struggle between good and evil, as depicted in many religions. They can also be connected to shamans battling dark spirits or serve as poetic representations of the intricate states of the human psyche. The literal meaning of words is secondary. What truly matters is how they resonate within you and whether they open your mind to new insights. With this understanding, let us paint a mental image of the three types of demons you may encounter in life. A demon, in its most basic form, can be seen as an entity that feeds on negative emotions. The most primal of these emotions is fear. We are born into this world in a state of confusion, and through our experiences, we are meant to grow into clarity. The first obstacle we face in life is fear. In an ideal society, we would overcome our fears as we grow, making us less vulnerable to negative emotions in adulthood. However, in today's world, children and young people are more and more exposed to negative emotions instead of overcoming them. This brings us to the first type of demon, the parasites. These demons are like leeches, feeding on negative emotions and somehow entrapping their victims in a cycle of addiction to these feelings. They possess no consciousness, only an insatiable hunger. For every negative emotion they consume, they give a fragment of the positive feeling, making people more susceptible to these dark emotions, allowing them to control and spread them like a contagion. These parasites have already infested the world. They are present in nearly everyone and spread through countless channels, with social media being one of the most powerful. Social media was originally intended to connect people, share cultures, and foster mutual understanding. But around 2010, a shift occurred. Facebook, for example, moved from a chronological wall to an algorithm-driven feed based on post engagement. This, coupled with a surge in users, brought about unprecedented changes. Some realized that posts evoking negative emotions generated more engagement than positive ones. This marked the beginning of societal division, culture wars, radicalization, and a decline in mental health. The world is now infested with these demonic parasites, and the only way to combat them is by understanding and overcoming our fears. For fear leads to anger, anger leads to violence, and violence leads to death. As you open your mind to new perceptions, you may encounter the second type of demon. This type is drawn to those who have already grown spiritually. The purer you are, the more appealing you become to them. They will try to possess you, to strike bargains so they can stay inside you, halting your growth while feasting on your fears and despair. These are insidious beings, sowing doubt in your faith, questioning your life, and tempting and manipulating you as much as they can. Yet, they will not cross the line into the territory of the third and most infamous type of demon. The final type of demon is the great pretender. They come to both those in despair and those who have already embarked on a spiritual journey. They will not stop your journey to meet the divine. Instead, They will masquerade as the divine itself. You might imagine the divine as pure emotion, full of love and compassion. If your faith is filled with these, you are aligned with the true good. But beware of the great pretenders. They will cloak themselves as benevolent beings, yet they are evil incarnate. They will deceive you into believing they are true gods, but instead of spreading love, they will spread fear and hatred, and they will compel you to do the same. These demons will seek to build an army of corrupted leaders, priests, preachers, and even false prophets. They will try to create a society controlled by fear and hatred, governed by absolute rules and harsh punishments. Their aim is to enslave humanity, disposing of any who oppose them. They are the greatest enemy of humankind, exploiting our deepest weaknesses. They will offer power instead of love, and many will be tempted to accept it. So, how can you see the truth in a world full of lies? You must learn to read between the lines. Do not blindly believe in religions or leaders. Look within your heart. If it is guided by love, you are on the path of light. If it is ruled by fear, you are taking the path of destruction. The divine is love. Everything else is an illusion.